Alrighty, what is up, gamers? We have some BVU Overwatch lined up for you tonight. Actually get clicked onto the screen so I can actually move around. That might be good. It's me. It's the one you're always used to.
Thanks for the introduction.
I was getting to you. Calm down. Joined by my lovely co-caster Kenzie. Don't usually have Overwatch on Thursdays, but you know it's end of the season. We have reschedules and other things. So yeah, should be a good good map tonight. Let me get things switched around so the scoreboard's correct. There we go. Up against the Concordia, Nebraska, Concordia, I think.
Yes.
Yes, one of those two. One of those two is correct. The Bulldogs. I have not heard anything, so I can't really say if this is going to be a good game or a bad game, but stay tuned.
Ready for battle.
Looks like we have Giggles Potato, Ty Wood, Drafe, Cyman, and Skelly Wolfie for the Bulldogs. And then Weeaboo Hippo, Serial Uwu, Daraptor, Backslap, and Prologue GM. Looks like a pretty heavy kind of dive comp from Concordia or Nebraska. I'll say Nebraska. Nebraska's easier. But yeah, pretty heavy dive comp from them. And then the average composition from Overwatch Gold from BVU. We have a Symmetra. Allows us to take the advantage. Raptor going in very far. Yeah. Gets the Doomfist. He's in a bad spot. Let's see if his supports can get to him. That Suzu's going to come in real handy.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
The Raptor goes down, but it does not matter. It looks like we have most of the rest of the team here. Trying to go for this Kiriko. Finally finishing her off.
That is kind of a risky play, but if the rest of your team can back you up on it, it might be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, like it'll allow them to win the fight and take the point. The Raptor loves to spam the hello, which you'll see a lot.
Looks like he's going for their back line again, right on top of
Gets the Kiriko very low, but she teleports out.
TP out.
He's in a bit of a bad spot now. Let's see if he can rotate back to his team. He does. Jumps onto the
Manages to protect one of his team.
That's going to be a big anti, and we did just use Suzu. We do survive it, though. There's a sleep, though.
Looks like...
Goes for the Ana. Mad about that sleep. Our Kiriko comes to support him, but gets taken out. I believe the Ana stole the health pack from us, so we are not able to grab that. Let's see if Zero Uwu can get out. He cannot.
Looks like they are going to get about 41% here, though, which is not a bad hold.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad start. Coming up on ults, it looks like we have a cage and a Symmetra wall. We TP up top to get onto the point. Yep. Gonna be a good spot for either the cage or the wall. Either one can go pretty well and turn the tides here if we need to.
I will say some well-placed turrets are gonna do some good damage here.
Yep, they used Kiriko ult to defend that, and it looks like it worked well.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're not gonna be able to take the point right here.
Mm-hmm. We also used Orbital, so that's really surprising that we didn't win that fight there.
Yeah, I think that Maga ult was a little bit out of position. He was just around that wall, and I don't think supports could see him.
Very good chance of that. We do still have wall, and we're coming up on our own Kitsune rush as well. But we could see a Nanoblade coming here from Nebraska, so that could be a problem. They've pushed up very far onto us. Yep, that is a Nanoblade.
And they do get one.
They get two with it. They got a support and a DPS.
Yep. Looks like we're holding back in spawn here a little bit.
We've got to start getting on that point. They're coming up on 75%.
Yup.
Another Sim TP up top.
Looks like we're going to TP in.
See the wall? There it is.
For it.
We killed the Doomfist before he's able to get his ult off. Going after the Kiriko. And a stomp to finish her off.
There we go.
And there we go. BVU has now retaken the point. It did get Nebraska up to almost 90%, though.
Yeah, I will say they're going to have to try to match that percentage for sure.
Yeah, we really, I mean, if we lose this, there's a pretty good chance that we won't be able to get it back.
Yep, they're going to be making up for lost time here.
See a Doomfist diving our Sojourn. We go for that. A big
You
anti.
see the Suzu
Yep,
there, though.
Suzu'd by it.
Yep.
Using our
Rush
own
from
Kitsune Rush.
Yep.
Raptor going in very
get
aggressively.
one,
I think the Suzu missed him. He.
Yeah.
I am surprised he made it out alive there.
Yeah, absolutely. I
That
do
Genji's
believe
one
that Suzu
finishes
missed
him off.
him. It looks like the Doom is going to rush on point and try to stall for time a little bit.
He used his ultimate at some point. I did not see where that was. Again, going very strong in here. Probably just a play for aggression.
Oh, that anti. And then we do get the Suzu there. That Suzu was really well timed. Not
It
quite,
was very well
not
timed.
too early, but early enough to still keep him alive.
And again, Raptor's playing way, way aggressive. I think just to
Yeah.
try and keep the team from getting to the rest of his team.
Yep, and we are in overtime. It does look like nobody's contesting at this point. I think Doom is going to try very hard to get on, but I don't know if he's going to make it.
Yep, that initial
There it
or that
is.
that final stomp where he stunned him right there. I think was a pretty.
I think
good.
that was a well-placed
Yep.
sim ult as well. They had to fight, go back and forth between that wall, and that's really just kind of a pain to fight that way, especially in a room that small.
a lot of good things happening there.
Yeah, and Doom is definitely needs a little bit more space to fight, so it was convenient to block him in that. Oh,
Oh, Simon left the game.
we might
Disconnect,
have a
probably?
tech pause here.
Yep, there it
looks
is.
like it. Yep, disconnect. Okay.
Looks like he's right back in though. So
Yep. Unfortunately, it was by the time the round had already ended, so
yeah.
won't be any disputing of rounds. I also did hear internet related that Omaha is getting some pretty garbage weather right now, so it could be possible that they are struggling a little bit over there
That is very possible
in the
with
Nebraskan area, so their internet might be a little.
Yep, with the recent blizzard.
Yep. Yeah, I did hear that they've had schools and stuff shutting down today because apparently it's still kind of icy over there. So going for the Kiri and the Doom here.
Doom is very
He
low.
is very low, but it looks like he is going to get around that corner and potentially survive it. There
And
we
he's
go.
not going to. Raptor finishing that off. Going for supports now. Again, Raptor's just a very, very aggressive tank.
Oh, absolutely.
He has to have some amazing supports to be able to survive this.
Right. Well, I was just going to say, I think partnered with really good supports, that can
Ooh, and
it can make an incredible comp, but if you push in too hard, there's not a lot your supports can do if they're out of utility.
yep, that was a little bit too far in there.
Yep, a good TP.
Yep, Weebu Hippo trying his best to get out.
Yeah, and it looks like we're putting up some turrets there to block from. Yep, exactly.
There we
Get
go. We
some
finished off the
damage off while
Doomfist.
people chase. Looks like we're gonna go for the Ana here. Oh, he is very low. Be looking for that health pack, but it is gone. There we go.
We do manage to finish off the Ana.
Charged up the Doom a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We push through that charge and we kill him anyway.
Surprisingly, both teams are only at about 20% right now. I would have figured someone would have gotten it sooner, but we must have just captured it a little bit late.
Yeah, I think they fought on that point for a little while before somebody took.
Weebu Hippo plays a very, very aggressive Symmetra.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many teleporters used like that often, I guess.
Well, and that is the best way to use them, is just put them in positions where people are going to be inclined to ignore them.
Yeah.
And that's how you get extra kills on the supports and stuff in the back. And now, we did see the opposing tank go Maga here,
Switching off the Doomfist.
which I am curious about. It looks like they did take that point, and we're going to have to push back on.
We are coming up on a Nano Blade again from Nebraska. Let's see if they're going to do that again.
It looks like they're looking for it right on this hall here.
Genji's looking for a good spot
I think
for
he's
it.
looking to get in the back and get those supports.
Goes for the side where
Yup.
the teleport is at.
And there it is on our supports. Our Kiri TP's out. Still pushes it and does manage to get two. And we do lose a third there. And it looks like that is going to be the end of the team fight. We got to back out and see if we can reposition and regroup. Everybody's anti.
Switching now to a Reaper. Let's see how that's going to go.
Looks like we've got Cage here pushing in.
I know that Weebu Hippo and the Raptor love to cage and blossom. That's one of their combos we saw a lot in a lot of their Coliseo maps. How did he get stunned there? You're like invulnerable while you're in charge. That was interesting. A very well placed cage though, and it allows us to get a
There we go.
an eventual team kill. There it is.
Yep. That was a pretty good ult. I think he got a lot of people in that one, and they were pretty low when he popped it. So.
Very well used there.
Man, it is just he just does fight very far up here.
I mean, it's not a bad thing at all, but
No, not at all. I think there's some intention to it, especially with that play. I think he was trying to get the Maga to try to push past him for his support so that he could turn around and make something happen.
It's definitely intentional, but
Oh yeah.
you have to have some very talented and very coordinated supports.
Well, not to mention your communication has to be pretty decent to be able to communicate to your team that you're going to go for something like that. That's a dangerous play without any help.
A Nano Genji is going to send Serial Uwu back to the spawn room. Both teams at about 90%. We have to retake this.
This is really anybody's game at this point.
We do see Reaper Blossom move. We can use that well, but we have to be careful of sleep. Is going
I
to
think
be
we're
a
going
big
to TP
issue.
in the back line and go for it.
Yep,
And
there's the sleep.
unfortunately, there's the sleep. Really, it'd be ideal to try to pull that out first, but at this late in the game, you don't have a lot of
there's
time
not
left.
really a whole lot of time to do that. Raptor just fighting to keep his health bar.
And he is. There we go. And then we do
Get one support.
Yup. And it looks like we're going to try to finish him off quick here, get him off the point so that we can retake and get up to 99 before another team fight happens.
We
Looks
see
like
the
we're
Doomfist
fighting
again,
up.
just trying to get on point. He's
Yup.
not able to get there though. And that first map is going to go to BVU. I was a little scared, not gonna lie. That was pretty evenly matched for a lot of that.
Are we best of 5 here?
Yes.
Okay.
Play of the game.
Play the game goes to Drafe as Doomfist. Barely got out of that cage there. Not too bad of a play.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in just a minute with map 2.
We have.
Alrighty, our second map today is going to be Circuit Royale. It's going to be an escort map, just straight escort. Let me swap the teams around and then swap the score. There we go. BVU has chosen to be on the defense side first.
Why are we looking at the railing?
Because I'm bad at the camera control, is why. That is why I have it.
Just wanted to clarify.
Thanks. Just needed to call me out. That's fine. That's fine. I will be back in just a second. I am thirsty, so I'll be back.
Mother's work is never done.
It is surprising that you would
Looks like we
resist
got a
freedom
repick
for
coming out of
optics.
spawn here.
I'd heard you championed our cause.
Maybe my optics need calibrating, because I don't see any freedom in indoctrination.
Kind of a mixed comp here.
The regions of Earth are so varied.
Good picks for this map, though, I
My
think.
lifespan is not enough to see it all.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
You are safe with me.
Stop the payload.
Looks like right off the bat, we're going pretty heavy again, holding right on this corner. Sig does manage to sneak up behind us, but we punch into him. We'll see if we can get the kill, but he does get the health back. And unfortunately, we are not going to get it because it looks like he does have backup around that corner, but that is okay. It looks like we are backing off appropriately here. Trying to get that Widow out of position so she's not taking anybody down. And unfortunately, she does get a pick. We're really trying to get this tank here just to get an upper hand a little bit. We do get the tank, but unfortunately, he does go down. I don't necessarily know if it would have mattered that much. Getting the Ilari. Typically in that situation, I would say definitely go for supports first, but the tank was pretty low, and honestly, it was 1v5, so a pick is a pick at that point. Looks like we're holding that corner there, trying to see if we can get any sights on Widow. And we do manage to get Widow with our own Widow, but we do lose our tank. I think he just pushed in a little bit too hard there, and it looks like nobody else came with him. We do lose another one, and it looks like we are retreating back a little bit. Switching tanks off to Monkey. Unfortunately, we could not contest that last point, but looks like we're waiting a little bit here, and we are going to contest this one. They are pushed pretty far up here. Yup. And our tank is pretty low, and just unfortunately does not make it back around that corner. I think we're having a little bit of an issue with pushing up as far as we were last time. We're not nearly as heal heavy as we were last round. Ana is always a good idea, but sometimes when you have a dive tank, he does fall a little bit short here.
I'm back. Fill me in.
Alright, so we did lose the first point. It looks like we're fighting pretty hard here for this point, and Monkey did get nanoed, but unfortunately does go down. We're having a little bit of an issue with the pushing forward thing. The Ana-Juno combo just isn't doing nearly as much heals as our last combo, and we're on Monkey, so that's a little bit difficult with that comp.
Yeah, that'll cause some problems.
Yep. Looks like we are switching off to Sim, potentially for a little bit higher damage here. We are switching it up a lot. We started out as Cass, Sojourn, Ramatra.
kind of struggling to find out just who we want to
Yup,
play.
and it does look like we do see the switch off of Ana, which I said earlier, but I was like, Ana's always a good idea, but in a dive comp it's a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
Especially if you have trouble hitting those long distance shots. Even if it's not an aim issue, sometimes it's just difficult when they jump forward and get around those corners and stuff.
Raptor's struggling to get that Alari who's just flying around.
We do get Pylon down there, but it looks like, yeah, most of us are.
Looked like we were pretty even for most of that fight, but I think we did end up being
Yeah.
on the losing end.
This might be a tougher round.
I can definitely see that Widow providing some struggle for us. As I say that, she dies. Could we see maybe a Genji Blade here?
That Widow was a little bit of a struggle in the beginning, but not nearly as much as I had thought she would be. Our monkey was pretty good about diving her, which I think was, you know, a little bit of a struggle.
The intention.
Yep. There we go.
Doing really good at finishing off those kills there.
Yeah.
Weebu Hippo, especially getting, I think, like at least 2 or 3 of those.
I think they're definitely more than capable of holding them here. I think they just need to be careful about their positioning and communicate more.
We have a senior citizen Zoidstein in our chat saying, "Hey, I've been to Concordia."
Shocking, considering, well, I don't know if I should dox him. Well, it's fine. He lived in Nebraska.
Wow. Is it doxing if it's
No,
a
because he doesn't
previous?
live there anymore.
Yeah, I was like, if he doesn't live there anymore, I don't think it's doxing.
There we go, and it looks like we are gonna pull through on that.
I really thought Weebu Hippo was gonna die there. I think.
Yeah,
the,
I did too. I
think the Moira
Oh yeah. I hate to
kinda
say
saved
it,
him.
but Moira Kiri is always a killer combo. The heals are great, damage is great. Again, yeah, you don't really have to aim with Moira, so damage is. The perks on Moira are, depends how you look at it.
They're not too bad.
They're not too bad. They're mid.
They're nothing crazy, but they
Yeah.
just, you know, make your existing abilities a little bit better. Ooh, that window's gonna cause us some problems. Rocked out of the air by Weebu, by the Sigma. Weebu Hippo was. Ooh, and he
does go down there.
eventually dies to the Alari shot.
It looks like they have held enough that the payload is backed up just a little bit. I would say enough to give them some extra time for sure. Oh.
Sigma has his flight perk, so that's gonna be.
Yup, and he
hard
does
there.
manage to get back through that doorway, which is annoying, but our tank does live it.
It is a little bit annoying also since it looked like we used that ult specifically to do that.
Yep, and it did not work, which sucks, but, you know, it happened.
Trying to get that Baptiste,
That is not going well.
and we die for it.
Yup, that hack just did numbers, man.
Yep. Saw several people low. Looks like finished off by Weebu Hippo and backslap.
Yup. And it looks like we are going to continue to hold that a little bit longer. Once you get down to a minute, man, I think it really starts to, like, wear on people's mentality. Once you get down to a minute, people start getting frantic and playing a little bit stupid. You got to avoid that.
I switched to a Diva. The Raptor also switching to Zarya, so I think it's going to be hard for the Diva probably. Oh, manages to dive
that was
our Sojourn, though.
Looks like we are gonna go down to, yep, it looks like full team death here. Fortunately though, we do get them down to about 40 seconds, which is better than nothing.
And it looks like we're not gonna be able to contest it enough.
Yeah, that Sojourn is just gonna push her nose to the glass and make sure that nobody gets out there.
Yep.
Obnoxious for sure, but a good play, honestly. If you can handle it.
She definitely could. It looked like she was really kind of doing very, very high damage there.
Oh yeah.
It looked like she was kind of the reason that Nebraska was able to push it in at the end there.
Yep. I do think that BV is capable of overtaking them here, especially since they only have a 39-second lead. It was good that they held them that long. That definitely cut down on a lot of the time that they had taken at the beginning of the game.
See if BVU can kind of turn it back on the attacking side this time.
Ready for battle.
Gonna try the same comp that we started out with, it looks like. Except for maybe the DPSs were different, I believe. I am quite a fan of Circuit Royale. It's a pretty good map.
Yeah, I would say I like it. It's definitely a very fun map to play with people you're used to playing with.
Mm-hmm. It's got some really big sight lines, but also some closer encounter stuff. I think definitely for the most part, it does favor more of a poke play style for the most part.
Yeah.
It's also just a very nicely designed map. I mean, you know, it looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, I feel like a lot of the design, there's a lot of design work that goes into this game as a whole.
Weebo Hippo got a Widow diff, unfortunately.
Oh, we put that shield up.
Just at the right time where the Bastion starts
Yup.
shredding us.
We're really trying to look for a pick here, but might need to back off it just a little bit. Auntie's gonna do numbers.
Barely manages to get back
Yup.
around the corner with the help of his Moira.
Dangerous play there. We are looking for support in the back here, trying to get somebody off that bridge. Looks like we're
Going
gonna
in
punch
very
through
aggressively. That Sigma's
vortex.
getting pretty low though, and he's already used his grasp.
Yep. We do see his shield go up. It looks like we're looking at the Widow now. She gets out of there.
Raptor's been hungry for this Widow this whole time.
Yeah.
Weebo Hippo returning the favor to Drafe. Mad about the last Widow diff.
Yeah, and it looks like we are trying to avoid the Bastion's turret.
Now would be a good spot for ult. I think he's gonna use it here.
Yup.
Yep, there it is.
Especially with the nano on the Bastion.
Goes lamp
that's
down.
really important.
Ooh, but unfortunately, Bastion got turret back.
Yeah, and
too,
unfortunately we do
too
lose the
soon.
support as well.
I really figured that.
Oh, he's so low.
We can definitely do it.
It's manageable for sure. Yup, there it is.
It did cost us our Widow from a punch, no less.
Yeah, I think our Reaper is gonna try to get it as far as he can.
He's gonna be. It looks like he's gonna do it pretty well.
He might. Yep. That's,
Not quite a full. You know.
He's looking for
all the
ult
way,
here. There we go. He did good at hiding, repositioning
Yep,
himself.
he
a little
got back
bit.
out.
Man, we're really looking for this ult. There really just is no good spot. Yeah, he's just pretty consistently low.
We charged that Sigma quite a bit,
There it is.
and there's the ult.
Not a bad one either.
And we did finally get it pushed in. Got just under 4 minutes to get to the next one, which is not a bad amount of time.
No, and this this choke right here, depending on how fast you get it up that hill and when the other team comes back, sometimes it can be a quick one.
Sometimes it's a bit of an uphill battle. Ah ha ha.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's very hit or miss on whether it's short or fast. Shorter, faster. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, and quite literally, it being uphill like that makes your line of sight just a little funky.
Yeah, it definitely makes for an odd
Oh,
situation.
we're going for that sport. There
Yep,
we
we got
go.
the Bastion.
Yep. And like I said, once you get up and you start getting that fight on top of the hill rather than the opposing team on the hill and you on the bottom of it, that'll do ya. Because if they're up there, they have even just that little bit of better line of sight will cook you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be aiming uphill typically.
Interested in seeing which major perk the Raptor's going to take for Ramatra. Because his major perks are not that great, if I'm being quite honest.
Yeah.
Bastion's doing a lot of damage to him. He's just holding block.
Yup. Ooh, the hack. Alright, we're gonna live it.
No idea how he managed to survive that. We have
I
to
do
get it
not
in. We
know.
just have less than 2 meters left for it. We push it in front of window.
Okay, there we go.
Gonna finish off, bring it out. Just straight bare knuckle to Sigma.
Yeah, and it does look like the opposing team used a lot of ults there to try. And that's what I meant. That was a pretty quick push in there.
Mm-hmm. Sir Uwu going around the side looking for his Reaper Blossom.
That'd be great if he could find a good high ground place and drop down. He does have to be careful of the Ana sleep, though. I think that would be...
Happened to us before. He's in a fight with this Sojourn now.
I don't even understand how the Bastion just did that. I assume he got hit up by somebody else.
Maybe his Bastion bomb. I think there's an upgrade where you can
Yeah, there is
get more.
a knockback
Blossom?
upgrade.
Ooh,
Oh,
and it
the
slept.
Yep.
The Raptor uses his ultimate. Can't get the Ramatra, who's just being constantly healed up by
Man,
his...
that shield is annoying.
Ramatra punches do go through shields, so...
Yes.
But yeah, he didn't have enough damage from the rest of his team to finish it
Yeah.
off. Took a long time, but we do finally get him out.
Looks like we're gonna go
we
to
have the
Bastion here.
The Bastion little
Try to
like,
push
tank
him into our
thing.
team.
We're coming up pretty soon here. Just about done. We get the Moira to about half. Going for the Sojourn. Finally land that. A very
we
well
go.
placed Torb Lava. Because they are forced to walk onto that if they want to try and contest.
And we do get it there. And we do get 2 minutes or a minute and 26 over them.
Mm-hmm.
Score 3-3.
Also, yes, I do remember now. Bastion does have a 25% increase on his knockback for one of his perks
Initiating match.
for his little bombs. I'm a Bastion fan. I do enjoy playing Bastion. Occasionally when I decide to play DPS.
Not my personal pick, but definitely a good one. I cannot deny Bastion's.
Honestly, it even surprised me that I like Bastion. I usually am more of a high mobility player, but I do love good Bastion play.
You can't go wrong with just a minigun.
Yeah.
Do not get in my way.
Let's see the Widow gameplay.
Town failed another mission. Going soft.
He knew exactly where he was trying to go with those.
Yep, trying to shut off
Still
that
need a
that
better
top
shot.
part there.
Oh, he is looking for it.
5, 4,
I didn't know that Widow got a second Venom Mine for one of her perks.
1. Attackers
Yes.
incoming.
Since perks are pretty new,
Stop the payload.
there's a lot of ones that people know about that appear more commonly, and especially the ones on more commonly played heroes. But there is still some novelty to it because there are some perks that people just don't quite know about. Some of them are not quite as game-changing as others. Like Widow having 2 Venom Mines, that's nothing crazy, but again, just not something I knew about.
Yeah.
Hasn't taken a single shot yet.
Looks like we're avoiding charging that Sig. Oh!
Gets dove by the Venture.
That scared me. There we go. We do get the kill on the Venture there, and it looks like we're going to peek around this corner, try to get Sojourn.
Popping off to
Ooh,
the Raptor,
Ana
who
could
is
go
in the
down
middle of
that
the
side
storm
room,
here.
But yep, we do get slept.
It's a nasty sleep.
Wow, we're still pushing it, trying to get it. There it is.
Hey, I mean, it worked.
Yeah. Oh, the anti. Yep. It looks
really
like
hard to
we
figure out
are
the
going to
Venture
finish this
finally.
out with this kill on Moira if we can get it.
Surprisingly not.
Yeah. Oh, the Tracer.
The Tracer's
Yep.
going to be a problem as well.
She is going to be an issue.
He goes straight just for the ice
Wow.
block, just for the little tiny blizzard thing, and it works. Honestly,
Wow.
that was probably the best
Oh, yeah.
the best play there.
That was genius. Because she can't even get close to you, and she can't even damage you.
Nope.
3.
Huh.
Switching sides.
That is one of the definitely one of the better perks in the game is May's little mini blizzard around her
Yes.
icicle.
It is incredibly annoying when you're a support. You're trying to get close to your tank that's punching the man in the head, and you're half health and dying to that stupid little blizzard. Obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, it's a good perk.
It is a very good perk. Definitely. I think it was definitely in response to how people play against that, because whenever
Yes.
Mei pops her icicle, she just gets cornered by, like, you know, the rest of, like, the 5 of the team.
Yep. And that's a really good way to kind of stave that off a little bit, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah, that one's definitely one of the better perks, and it definitely had a better idea behind it.
This is such a misuse
Yeah.
of my technology.
My drink is getting keyed out.
Learn to speak so many different languages.
Oh, it's green.
Yeah, it is green.
Decided to learn them all.
No drink for you.
Tools in hand.
It looks like you're just drinking the abyss.
It does.
Hard work pays off. Hard work pays off.
That will be.
5,
Hard work pays off.
There are no secrets.
1.
From internet.
Looks
You
like
cannot
we're
decide who
gonna
to play.
Yeah, switch about 90 times before we come out of spawn here. We don't have very far to go with it, so we'll see if we can make time. We do
This
have
definitely
a little bit more
should be a
time.
pretty fast game for BBU.
Wow.
Keyword should.
We gotta get those turrets out. I'd really like to see those turrets on some of those corners here. We're dancing around this.
Trying to figure out where to.
Yo,
Ooh, there we go.
he
That's a
knew where he was
well-placed
trying to put
teleporter.
it. He just couldn't get a line of
He
sight.
just could not get it there. A big stomp.
Oh, wow. We're trying our best here. It looks like we're going for supports. And we do get one.
There's
There
two.
we go.
And that's the team.
Yep, and we do clean it up there.
And that's going to be BBU.
And there's no way they're getting back in time.
She's going to flex on the
that.
payload
That was
there.
a situation where you either hold for 2 minutes and 30 seconds or you lose the game.
Yeah. That is now going to be 1-1. Let's see what's going to go to.
Play of the game.
Going to be the Raptor. Right there at the end. Nice.
Very nice.
We'll see you again for map 3.
1.
All right, we are back on Coliseo. Let me readjust the
Oh.
scoreboard because I was informed that I had that wrong. Sorry, it is 2-0. My bad.
Looks like we're seeing the Doom v Maga again.
See if it goes well. I'm telling you, the Mauga and the Reaper is always on Coliseo, and I guarantee you we're going to have like 5 Cage Blossoms here.
Oh yeah. I'm
I-
hoping for it. I would love
see
to
it
see
all
it.
the time here.
Oh, there we go, there we go. We do manage to get a pick off that. Looks like we're looking at the Kiri here. Doom's backed into a corner. Come on.
Yep, he was, Raptor was banking on the rest of his team to take care of the Doom. Goes for himself, jumps on top
There
of the
we
Ana.
go.
Oh my lord.
Yep, and we do get the Doom there.
Pardon my language. My fault, big man.
It looks like yeah, I don't know. We didn't push very far because, like, not bad positioning. It was just kind of an awkward fight. Like, we were a little all over the map. So we didn't push very far.
Yep. The Raptor's up here very far.
But, oh, yeah.
He's allowing the rest of his team
Wow.
to push.
He,
Ooh,
like, shoulder
cooks the
checks
Doom.
that Doom.
Genji starts out low.
Oh, my gosh.
Just have to get like
Hopefully
one
we can
shot
get
on
that
him.
Genji. It looks like our Maga's going to push right in here and make himself
Stomps
the
on
Ana's
top of the Ana
problem.
once again. The Genji was taken care of by Cyril Uwu.
Yeah, and it looks like at this point, the kills that we're getting, our supports are really able to still stay on that bot and push forward.
Yeah, I mean, like, we really haven't had to
see if we can get
play
forward
well,
spawn
quite
here.
frankly. I mean, the Raptor's just in their face the entire time.
Yep, and they do get forward spawn there.
And again, I'm telling you, he always spams the hello for,
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
Mauga.
yeah.
It's a little amusing. Gonna have a Mauga face off. Gotta watch out for Maywalls.
Yep, and it looks like the Maga has the same idea of diving into our backline. We'll see if it works as well. It might. Yep, and they do get that Kiri ult off there, but unfortunately it just does not do much. But they do have a 74 lead with 7 minutes on the clock, so I almost guarantee that they can probably turn it around again.
I do believe so. The Raptor's gonna be looking to charge his ultimate right here, and then I think you guys can guess where this is going.
I wonder. I love to see it though. I love aggressive ults like that. And we are fighting the Maga
he's got
head
it
on
charged.
here. He does get the Suzu, and our tank does not have.
We're just holding our left and right clicks.
And it looks like we are instead changing it up and going straight for the back line, but unfortunately we are very, very low here.
He lives it somehow.
And manages to get a wave in there. I don't.
That's a big ante.
Oh, I don't know if I like that ult. Okay, okay, I can get behind
It's
it
not a
now.
problem.
It's not a problem. I wonder if he dove in intentionally, knowing that the cage would stay up, and that the Reaper was going in. Again, we don't hear their comms, so.
As a resident Melga player myself, whenever I ult, I do kind of half expect myself to die most of the time.
Yeah.
But I know that the real utility kind of comes from the cage.
Kind of makes me want to punch you in the head as a support. But
Listen, man, the cage is the ultimate, not me.
the ult on crit always just pisses me
Mwah.
off.
Mwah.
Not only am I your support, I'm your captain, and it makes me quite angry.
Mwah. Woo Hippo getting behind them, trying to take care of the Maga a little bit.
We do see that ult come out there. They do get the Suzu on
Ooh,
Maga.
Cage
Yeah,
Blizzard is gonna be
that's gonna do it.
a struggle. Ooh. Did you see the little like spectator like indicator for the frozen thing?
I did not.
It was really cool. There's like little like ice spikes on them.
Oh, that is very cool.
Yeah, it's a cool little like menu thing that UI change that I didn't know they'd made.
They did make a lot of small changes recently that I've noticed.
Weebu Hippo goes for supports, or sorry, a support and a DPS, followed up by the Raptor, who gets the Kiriko. That's a big
Does go
sleep.
down, but
He's got his charge
looks
once
like he's gonna
again,
live it.
stomping on top of the Ana.
There we go.
I think that's his third Ana stomp.
Yep, and it looks like we're already well on our way taking that bot.
He's treating the Ana like a Goomba.
Stomp on red.
Stomp on that thing. What's up?
Remember how the other day you were just saying that maybe for the stream we should have the thing where you can cut a few seconds out and nobody will notice? Sometimes I wish we had that. Wow.
Very
it looks
aggressive
like,
playing
yeah,
here, and it just
absolutely.
I don't even know where the kills are coming from. They're just happening.
And down goes the Ana, and it looks like we are just going to continue to push this bot forward.
He did not quite get the kill from the stomp, unfortunately. Would have been a fourth.
Yeah.
Again, playing very aggressively, just trying to stop them from even getting
And
to
we
the
are
bot.
90 on cage here, and I think that
This could be really game changing
Yeah.
if we have this. Also with the Reaper Blossom, I mean,
yeah.
this is basically a one fight, as long as nothing else crazy happens.
Yup, and we do get the Mei there, and it looks like the yup, and here it is.
And there it is.
Nasty, disgusting.
Malga pops his own cage, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be too much problem.
It will hold for time, which is going to be inconvenient for sure, but I think that they still manage it. That's annoying. And it looks like we are going to back off here.
Wow. I really thought we had that.
So did I. Wow.
What is that little thing? I don't know what that is.
It's one of his perks.
It's one of his perks. I think it's like a double fire. You can like fire both your guns at once.
Yes.
I think.
I believe.
If it's the one I'm thinking of.
I don't know. I haven't played Reaper since perks have come out. I used to play him a lot, but not so much anymore. And we do get the Lucio
finishes off the
right
Lucio.
bat
Pretty
there.
clean kill there. We have Kitsune Rush, which could help us to finish something off.
We push that on really hard. It looks like we are going to try to get this up and around the corner here.
Ana is the top op for the Raptor.
Yup, that sleep is going to be obnoxious for sure. Yup.
This is going to cause some
Oh,
problems.
Wraith out of it.
We do get the Wraith off. Malga's coming for us.
But we do lose quite a few here. Yup. Well, regardless, we are up by a decent margin, and there are only 2 minutes left on the clock here. So I think regardless of whether or not we can push it in there at the end, we might have
We should be okay.
a decent chance at winning this.
We're also coming up on 4 ults here.
Yes.
They're coming up on, I'd say, 2, kind of 3.
I think... Yep, there they go.
Opening
They're
with
popping
Kitsune
the
Rush.
rush here.
We've been holding on to that for a minute, so that makes sense.
Yup.
We've got aimbot from Soldier, so let's see if we use that. We're also holding on to a Blossom.
Aimbot is not literal. That's the funny name for the...
Yes, that is
Soldier ult.
the Soldier visor. We popped beat from the enemy Lucio. It's too late to save his tank, though. Reaper collects his little soul orb there.
Yup.
We can
and
finish
it
off the
looks
Mei.
like-
That wall is
there
going
we
to
go.
cause some problems. I am surprised Reaper's still alive.
Just barely.
He's fighting for that
Hanging it by
cover.
a thread.
Malga also
Oh my god.
goes down there. Was not able to quite get out.
They are down to a minute here, and it looks like the opposing team has not pushed very far, and I don't know if they're going to have time to. at
Both
this
teams have 4 ults right here. I think Blossom and Blizzard are going to be 2 big things from both teams.
Yes, I agree. And we do see that sleep coming out already, so he's going to know to be looking for his ult here. If he could drop off the top of this bridge, but I don't know if they're going to let him get in position for that. Oh boy.
Reaper gets caught in a in a cage.
And he goes for it.
Goes for Blossom.
He does get one. It looks like he might be... Nope, Mei cryos. And we do finish the Mei there, actually.
Before she can get Blizzard off, which is going to be a very important kill.
Hey, we're going to try to go for the Lucio here. We are on half health, so that is a little dangerous.
Surprised we didn't go for the Soul Orb there.
Yeah. And with 10 seconds
We
left,
do finish
I'm
off the
not
Lucio.
sure if they're going to touch.
I think that's going to be Diva, maybe, but yep. Diva was able to get on. We're now fighting in overtime, but again, that Maze got Blizzard, so that could be a problem. But we
So our
have
soldiers
Cage
gonna
and
gotta
Visor.
try to get a pick off the bat here. Oh. Oh.
That was a well-timed Suzu.
Yep. And unfortunately, that Blizzard just does not do enough for them. Fortunately for us.
Again, I think that Suzu was very well timed to
Oh yeah.
to save us there.
Yep.
And that's gonna be GG's.
That's gonna be
gonna be
it.
the night. Let's see what our play is here. I'm guessing it's probably a Cage Blossom.
Yep.
It's gonna be at the no.
Wow.
Wow. Interesting.
Oh yeah, this one was.
Yeah, that
tough.
was just kind of set up for him with that Cage and the.
Didn't even
Blizzard.
bring the ult out either.
Nope,
Didn't need
didn't
it.
need to. That's gonna be all for you guys tonight. Pretty clean win from Overwatch Gold.
Yeah.
Gonna have I think Rocket League in like an hour, so we'll see you there. And gonna have some more Overwatch for you tomorrow night. We're gonna have Overwatch White playing for you guys tomorrow. So we hope to see you there.